today? Fine?
Fine.
Okay. Before the meeting starts, there's one good news I want to announce. There is our Mr. Lim from Human Resources going to marriage. Yay! Congratulations. So I think you all also just received his invitation card, right?
Yes, that's received.
Oh. So okay, let's get started our meeting. First, I have received apologies for absence from Miss Tan, who is attending a training at Penang. We are so sorry for her absence. Yes. Other than Miss Tan, is anyone absent for the meetings? All of you are here?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good then. So, Miss Amy, can I distribute the agenda today for all of us? So, you all can look through the agenda. So, okay, to begin with, I would like to quickly go through the minutes of last meeting. So I think you all already have the last meeting for the meeting. So Miss Amy already given you all right.
Yes.
So, okay, 6 people attended the last meeting. Well, it's good. Everyone was present. So the first agenda from last meeting was the cost of the project, which we already fixed at 240 million, right?
Excuse me.
Yes.
May I say something here?
Yes.
I think this is a slight mistake about the fact that you mentioned earlier.
Okay, what's that?
Okay, I noticed you mentioned that the cost of the project is 240 million, right?
Yeah.
But actually the cost that we fixed was 250 million, but not 240 million.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Mr. Wan, I will amend it.
Okay.
Okay, let's proceed. So from the last meeting, Mr. Wan has suggested that the 5-star hotel should be built on the island, which can bring high profits for us, but objected by Mr. Riyad. And then Mr. Riyad also suggested that the committee be given 2 months to research the island and bring the project proposals on the next meeting. Is everyone bring their proposals today?
Yes.
Yes, good. But the research has been reduced to 4 weeks, which suggested by Miss Aini. So, is there any problem?
Sorry to interrupt, Ms. Chairman.
Yes.
I think I'm the one who suggested that the committee be given some time to do some research on that.
Oh, really? So, Miss Aini, will you please make the necessary corrections?
Yes, I will.
Is there any problems with the minutes? You all may scan through the minutes for a while to make sure that there is no problem with that. Is there any problem? Mr. Ria?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay, so if there are no other amendments, so can someone please propose that the minutes be passed?
I propose that the minutes be passed.
Okay.
I second the motion.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you both. So now let's move on to the next agenda. At first, from last meeting, Mr. Wan has suggested about the accommodations, right?
Yeah.
Which is we need to build the 5-star hotels there. So have you do some research on that? I think the last meeting I told you to do some research on the
Yes,
island.
I've done that.
Right, so is there any new idea about the accommodations or anything that you want to tell us?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
First thing first, last week I went to the Pulau Perhentian Kecil to do some research about the accommodation. After I gathered all the information I found, I went to meet the authority there, Mr. Ali. We have discussed about the environmental consequences. Mr. Ali has told me that there are only a few chalets available for tourists. So during holidays, chalets are always full, booked by the tourists, and this also because many of the tourists couldn't get any empty room for their stay if they visit the island. Since there is no 5-star hotel there, so I suggested that we built a 5-star hotel there. I have do some survey about the land at Pulau Perhentian Kecil also. I found out that there are still many empty land and suitable to build hotels there. Why not we try to build 5-star hotel there to provide more space for the visitors by using the empty land?
That's a good idea also.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wan.
Okay.
Have you asked the price for the land we are about to purchase? Approximately how much if we want to purchase the land for the use of building the hotel?
Yes, I have contacted the landlord and discussed the price with him.
So how about the price?
Okay, total fee that we need to build a hotel is around 160,000 square feet. So after I calculated, the price is reasonable. After that, I have contacted the construction department also. They will contact me later for more details.
But I think that it is hard for us to find a construction company that can help us to build a hotel in our budget. Because building a hotel on an island is harder than building a hotel on the mainland. Many aspects need to be considered, like the material they use for construction, the labors, transportation costs, a lot too if every day to and from the land to the island and to the mainland. So the price to build a hotel on the island is much higher. In addition, we need to spend 250 million for land and construction. So I don't think the budget is enough. And I think it is not a good idea as well. However, I have do some research on accommodation also, and I come up with some ideas that might be useful for us.
So what's ideas that come out?
How about we build a homestay on that island? I think that is a good idea.
Sorry to, may I interrupt?
Mr. Riyad, can you let me to finish?
Okay, alright.
Thank you, Mr. Riyad. Well, for homestay, since most of the tourists visit Pulau Perhentian Kecil because they want to enjoy the great natural scenery of the mother nature, especially the stunning beach scenery. Have you guys ever visited to the Pulau Perhentian Kecil?
I think Mr. Wan has visited the island, right?
Yes, last week.
So is this the same as what Mr. Lim told?
Yes, it's so beautiful. The beach is so stunning. So such a beautiful scenery.
So we shouldn't make
I mean, if the tourists are looking for a modern kind of vacancy, they would be probably go for big city like KL, Penang. Since we are talking about the Pulau Perhentian Kecil, so I reckon that the tourists prefer to enjoy the natural environment. That's why I think homestay is a better option.
Okay, I agree with Mr. Lim. In my opinion, if we build a 5-star hotel, it will cost a lot of money, and it is unwise to spend all the budget on the accommodation only. Instead, we should spend some money on other activities that can attract our customer. For me, homestay is really a great idea because we feel like being home even we are traveling around the world. We feel welcome in a homestay, although privacy in homestay is not as good as a 5-star hotel, but privacy is not everyone's first priority, especially for family traveler.
Excuse me, can I have a word?
Sure.
Okay, Mr. Lim, I see what you mean and I agree with you to a certain extent. However, do you notice that the cost for building a homestay is not cheap either? Since the homestay can fit fewer people than the hotel, therefore we need to build more homestay to fill the market demand. Subsequently, we need more land for this project, and this will be very costly. Apart from that, there are limited amount of land near the beach area, so I expect many problems will pop up too.
So I agree with Mr. Ria's idea also.
Okay. After listening to Mr. Riyad, I because it is very costly as well. Here I'm going to suggest to build chalet. Since chalet,
Oh, yeah, chalet.
yeah, chalet.
Interesting.
Since chalet are very similar to homestay, so it has the benefit like homestay as well. But chalet require a smaller land to build. So from here we can reduce our cost. Besides, we can attract our customer by building landscape to boost the beauty of the nature. Moreover, growing plants and flowers around the chalet will give a light scene of flower to the customer. Besides, we can also attract the customer by building the chalet in unconventional designs. This will attract tourism to stay with us and take a lot of photo, and indirectly we can advertise our chalet.
That seems like a great idea.
Chalet,
Yeah,
interesting.
so interesting, right?
Very
So,
interesting.
does anyone have anything to comment on it about the chalet?
Can I have some comment?
Yes, of course you can.
I think the chalet idea is very amazing. First, we can use the wood to build the chalet, and that is really natural. And besides that, we can maybe decorate our chalet with the natural accessories like seashells, flowers, and plants
So that the tourists feel
Yeah.
closer
to
to
the
Nature.
nature. Yeah. And this decoration is not costly compared to the five-star hotel and homestay. And I have another idea.
What? What idea?
How about we add on a campsite around our chalet?
Campsite around the chalet. So
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah. Because if the tourist doesn't feel like staying in the chalet, they can go for the camp to envelop themselves more in the mother nature. And also, I personally think that a transparent roof tent will be very perfect for the campsite. Yeah, because at night they can enjoy the night stars in very dark place like Pulau Pontian Kecil. Besides that, they can also enjoy the beautiful sunrise in the morning. And this would be a very interesting experience for the tourists.
Yes, do you all agree with that?
Agree,
Yeah. After hearing from the
So
Mr. Lim,
interesting idea.
after hearing from Mr. Lim, I wish I can go now. So,
So after hearing what Mr. Lim said,
Yes.
so I agree that building a chalet is much better than building a five-star hotel at the pulau. Because five-star hotel need a bigger budget, right?
yeah.
And building chalet would be a great idea.
Most important is we cannot over the budget, right?
Yes.
250 million, right?
240 million.
50, right?
40 million.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, since this idea is come out from Miss Amy and Mr. Lim, right? So, I think both of you can collaborate and do some research on this. Maybe a better proposals will be come out. So, I'm waiting for it. So, yeah, put together, and I think you guys can have fun together.
I hope that we can cooperate and work hard on this project. Do you agree, Miss Amy?
Yes, of course.
Yes, great. Okay, so for the first agenda, so we are going to build a chalet with campsite, right?
Yes.
So before we proceed to the next agenda, so can we take a 5-minute break? So
5 minutes.
Sure.
5 minutes better.
so
Okay.
take a break, 5 minutes. Okay.
I have to go inside.
Okay.
Makin ni
Yeah. Okay, yes, okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's okay. passed, so everyone is here, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's proceed our meeting. So before that, we choose the chalets and the campsite, right? So for the next agenda is about the transportations. I never heard any idea about the transportations from you all.
Transportation from the mainland to the pulau.
Yes, from the mainland to the islands, and also how when they are in the island, how they travel from one place to one place. Okay, so after months of research, how was your progress? Any ideas or comment come out?
I have some suggestion on
Okay.
this. As we know that there is no transportation from mainland to the island.
Yeah.
It is difficult to us to get to there. The only way to get to the island is through the boat. So I suggested that we make a cable car.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I see.
So this, of course, could reduce our cost of the labor because we do not need hire any driver to drive. So beside that, the visitor also can see the beautiful scenery of the island and see the island and the sea. When they are taking the cable car, they can catch a nice view from the nature.
Oh, yes.
I like the idea of the cable car. So the cable car can be a magnet to the visitor as an attraction for them to visit the island.
Oh, yes.
So this could be an alternative way to attract the visitors since they are not much island using cable car as one of their transportation.
Oh, beside that, the visitor who are talking cable car can let themselves feel more relaxed while enjoying the breathtaking views.
Alright, when they are stressed, they can go.
Sorry, may I interrupt? Mr. Riyad, I don't agree with your idea, which is build a cable car as a main transport. Okay, for the first, we have to think about the maintenance. Okay, the maintenance is very high, even though it can reduce the labor cost, but it shifts the cost to the maintenance. Besides that, if we have to build the cable car trail, we need to do some deforestation, and this is not environmental friendly, and it can affect the habitat of the wildlife. Next, we need to take consideration about the people who are afraid of height. It will not be a relaxed ride for them, especially the old. Sometimes the cable car might be stuck in the middle of nowhere when emergency is over, right?
Okay,
So
that's correct.
this will scare the hell out of the tourists who are afraid of height.
Yeah, so scary, right?
Yes, I do agree with Miss Aimee. Sometimes the breakdown of the cable car is not very simple. It's very complicated, and it requires the expert from the mainland to come over the pulau to repair or fix the problem. And this is not convenient for the maintenance work because we need to bring in the workforce from outside of the island. So I think this will be a trouble if we really want to fix the cable car in emergency. So I don't think that cable car is a good idea.
It looks like bringing in a lot of trouble to the tourists,
Yeah.
right?
I have another suggestion.
That's good.
Can we build a bridge as the transportation from the mainland
Reach.
to the island?
Reach, how to reach?
So what can I give a comment?
Okay.
Okay. For the bridge, think it will be costly too. Firstly, we need to think about the support of the bridge. So we need to find a good construction company to ensure that the support of the bridge is hard and safe. Okay, the most importantly, the constructor must be very carefully in monitoring his labor building the bridge. This is because it's related to the safety of the user. Why do we just build a road? It's a very easy, simple and convenient way for the tourism to use it. Tourism can drive their own car to the island straightly without taking any other transportation. With the road, bus, car or van can be driven to the island from the mainland easily.
Sorry, may I interrupt, Miss Amy?
Yes?
Why not we just stick to the boat transport? It is the old school way that how people transport from the mainland to the pulau. But we can enhance the reliability. We can improve the performance of the boat, so to make it more safe and less time consuming to reach the island.
Yes, yes.
And besides that, we can also increase the number of boats, so the tourists doesn't have to wait so long to queue up and wait for their turn to ride the boat. And besides that, I think this will not be very costly as much as building a cable car, bridge and road. We can provide bicycle or motorcycle on the islands.
Oh.
For rental.
Yeah, for rental.
It can boost up the economy too, right?
Yeah. So when the tourists reach the island, they can rent a motorbike or just a bicycle if they are the kind of environmental people. So they can just ride the bike and travel around the island and stop at whenever they want.
Wow, that's Mr. Lim, that's the great idea. We not only can reduce the cost, at the same time, tourists can travel around the island with their comfortable way, and also can have more family time if they travel around by using car. They can talk and enjoy while heading to their destinations. For the boat transports, it would be a new experience also for those who never try it. And it might only take 10 minutes to reach the island from the mainland.
Oh, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That's quick.
The increasing number of boats is not so that the tourism won't go for the longer time to reach the island. Overall, that's kind of the good suggestion to me.
I second motion.
Alright, because if we do like the bridge, just now mentioned bridge,
Yeah, bridge.
cable
Cable
car,
car.
and
Yeah, and
Oh.
stick to the boat.
Stick to the boat.
wood is better, I think, because it don't need to deforest, right?
Yeah.
Still our nature.
Environmental friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since everyone agree with the wood plus by using the car rental or the bike ride suggestions, so we choose wood as the transportations but enhance the reliability. So is that okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I agree.
So then we move for the next agenda is about the facilities. As we know that in order to attract more tourists, the facilities on the island is important, right? So if we have the better facilities, then we'll attract more tourists to our islands. So can anyone give me some suggestions about that? I have no idea about
I
it.
give some comment about the suggestion.
Okay, yes.
Okay, I suggest that we can upgrade the food in the restaurant on the island. As I went to the island to do some research regarding the hotels, I found out that the food served at there are not fresh and the tastes are not delicious.
Oh really? That's so disappointing.
Yeah. So I think that we need to put more effort on this in order to attract more people to visit the island. There are quite a lot of restaurants there, but most of the restaurants are selling the same food, which is food. Not many people can eat the Arab food, right? So we can actually have Western restaurant, Chinese, Japanese restaurant, and also the Indian restaurant. Different kind of restaurant can have more variety of food and for the tourists to taste.
I agree with Mr. Wan. We can also hire supervisor for each restaurant to ensure that the foods are fresh and also the hygienity of the restaurant. Besides of the food, I suggest that we can provide snorkeling and parachuting activity.
Outdoor
Yeah.
activity.
As I know there's no any water sport activity
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
so maybe we can
So
try it.
since the Pulau Perhentian do not provide much water activity, so we can improve more water activity on this to attract more tourists. I believe tourists would give it a try if they visit the island.
Yeah, I would try to the snorkeling.
Nevertheless, we can organize an event such as music and dance performance beside the beach during the night.
Good.
Since tourists cannot have water activity during the night time, they can choose to join the event that organized by us.
Oh.
Yeah. They can gather and interact with each other to meet more friends and from different countries.
Okay, sorry, may I interrupt? Mr. Wan and Mr. Riyad definitely provided some good ideas regarding to the event on island. But Mr. Riyad, I want to ask that who are the performer for the music and dance event? Is it costly if we hire the dancer or the singer every night?
Alright. We can have an audition for the workers on the island. They can show their talents and we choose a few of them which have better performance as our night event performer. For the music and dance event, tourists can also take their chance to sing or dance if they want.
To show their talent. It might be very happening if you are planning well, right? And the project is going smoothly. So, any comment on this? Mr. Nick, any comment on this?
Okay, I agree with the idea also.
Mm.
We can, besides that, we can decorate the stage to make it more attractive also. And furthermore, if we can make a music band, it would be more better.
Yeah.
So the tourists can enjoy the night, right? Because at the
Because they can have water activity at night, it's very dangerous. So it's better for them to have an event every night so that they can entertain themselves.
so Mr. Wan, you visit the island before, right? So is there do not have any shopping mall or other place to visit, right, during the night?
There's only one place for the souvenir, for the tourists to get a souvenir.
So during the night there are no way to go,
Nowhere
right?
to go, just sleep and rest.
So maybe this
So-
idea of the music and dance performance line sounds good.
Yeah, it can bring some nightlife to the tourists.
Oh yeah, so I think most of the young people like the nightlife activity, right?
And then they sleep at the chalet,
Yeah.
just
Ah.
lay
They
down
can enjoy
there,
the music.
enjoy the music and entertain themselves.
At least they got the activity on the night.
Yeah, they won't feel boring, right? So it's good. All of you have prepared well for this meeting. I
Yeah,
like
thank
it.
you.
I like it. So next, we move to the. Is there any facilities can be add up, like for the safety? I think we didn't mention about the safety of the tourists. So what we can do in order to make sure the tourists are safe and so on.
I have some suggestions.
Alright.
In my opinion, I think that both the facilities are important. For the safety purpose, CCTV is important when the emergency case happen because we can refer to the footage what was really happened. And besides that, the safety guard can help to notice the people in and out of the island. So a good safety guard is very important also to control the crime rate. Since most of the places that the tourists stay or visit are near to the beach, so the rescue team must stand by anytime in case of the emergency happen.
Can I add something to what Mr. Lim said?
Yes.
Okay, I suggest that the rescue team need to be professionally trained with CPR and can be a good swimmer because it's
Near the
involved in
beach.
water activity, right?
Yeah.
So it's important for them to be professionally trained.
So can anyone find a professional and trained rescue team if we really do this project. So Mr. Wan, can you handle this?
I know some people that professionally trained for this event. They are like
For the safety.
For the safety. A good swimmer know how to CPR.
So I think that's not difficult for us to find since you already knows the people, right? And for the CCTV problems, I think the island already have few CCTV there, but we just need to add more the CCTV, and some of the CCTV is not functioning. So Mr. Lim, so if you doing this, you can take more
Yeah,
concern about this.
I will
Okay.
go find out more about the CCTV stuff.
So,
Alright, can I have a word?
yes.
I agree with Mr. Lim that she already said. I just want to add another facilities which is Wi-Fi. And the
Wi-Fi,
signal.
that's important. Okay.
Some visitor need to contact with their family or friend, right? During the
During the
on
vacation.
yeah.
So for Mr. Wan and Mr. Lim, I want to ask that is the Wi-Fi and the signals not really good there? You guys, after you came back from there, so
I have difficulties in contacting of my family at the mainland. But so if edit the Wi-Fi and get the signal better,
we can improve.
For me, I took a lot of photo and I want to share it on my social media. But the Wi-Fi and the signal is not good. So I fail to upload my photo in time to show my friends that what I'm doing.
Pulau
That
Pontian
is very disappointing.
Yeah, that's very
So
disappointing.
Wi-Fi and signal is
Important.
important.
Alright, so you guys really give me many good ideas. So, is all of you agree with the idea from Mr. Riyad, Mr. Lim, and Mr. Wan?
Yes.
Agree. So everyone agree. So, for me, I think still have many facility we can do or improve. So Mr. Wan, can you suggest more about the idea?
Sorry, I couldn't think any facilities for now, but I will do some more research for what their facility need at the island.
Okay, it's okay, never mind. Then, how about Mr. Riyad and Mr. Lim? Is anything to add on for the facilities? Okay, seems like you guys still cannot think one of it. So since that most of you can't came up with a good idea or suggestion, so shall we solve the matter until we have the necessary information? So I think the time is almost reached. So Miss Aini, have you been able to book the meeting room for the next meeting?
Yes, I have. It's free only after 3 p.m.
So
3 p.m.
3 p.m. So
Okay.
is that agreeable to everybody?
Okay, I'm okay with that. After 3, it's okay.
No problem.
How if we make it at 3:30? Is that okay, Miss Aini?
It's okay.
So you guys also free, right?
Yeah.
So okay with that, you all then. How about the date? Date.
28 December.
28 December. So everyone please note down the date and the time. So hopefully that day everyone can attend the meeting because it sounds interesting. You all have provided me many good ideas about the island, and I believe that we can make the islands more attractive and more tourists will visit us, and this of course will increase the profits.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your coming today. So, is there anything else you all would like to bring up? Anything?
I think no.
Just no.
No. So, okay, well then, so if there are no matters to discuss, so So we already fixed our meeting on next meeting on 28th December 3:30. So the meeting held at the same place. Is it okay here? So
Okay.
it's easier. So Miss Ami, you don't forget to book the room for us. So alright, that concludes our meeting for today. Thank you all for coming today. So
Thank you.
have a nice day and thank you for the cooperation.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, Mr. Lima has something want to discuss with you. Can you see me after this meeting?
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Alright.